Hi, I'm Steve and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about my minifigure habitats. I love making habitats for minifigures. It's great fun, doesn't take too long, but you can pack them full of creativity and imagination. So this is series 14 and I'll do a quick talk through of the habitats. So here we have the wolf guy and he's got 3 little houses where the 3 piggies will be hiding, made of straw and wood and brick. Okay, fairly self-explanatory, nice and fun little habitat. Next up we have the zombie pirate. I've made him quite a sort of skeletal boat there, which is just about floating. He's still able to blast his cannons off using the ice cream piece and go into battle with his boat. Next up we have the monster scientist. He's doing one of those elephant toothpaste experiments here, which is blasting off in his lab, spilling a little bit of some sort of dangerous chemical on the floor. Again, really fun little habitat. Such a small space, but you're able to pack in, or I try and pack in as many details as I can to make the build interesting. Okay, next up we have the wacky witch. This one is a little mechanical habitat, so I've added a mechanism inside so that the witch actually flies along her broomstick, and I've managed to get the witch and the cat and even a little frog in the basket to all stick onto the broomstick, flying past a tiny little micro scale castle. Okay, next up we have the plant monster. So for this one I built a cute little greenhouse complete with flower beds and things inside, and the plant guy is running away as if something terrible is about to happen inside, who knows what. Okay, next up we have the fly monster. So here I've built great big Venus flytrap, quite similar to the ones that you get in the new Mario sets, although I've added bigger teeth on mine. I've done a brick built pot rather than the one-piece pot that you get in the Mario sets, and then you can't quite see on the screen here, but I've got the fly guy actually hanging around. Will he get eaten? Will he not? Who knows? Okay, next up we have what have we got next? We've got a couple of ghostly creatures here. I tried to make habitat look like the original Monster Fighters haunted house, and put a couple of ice creams on there. Why are they eating ice creams? That's because that's a ghost's favourite dessert, ice cream. Okay, next up we have the zombie cheerleader. If you follow my habitats on any of my social media, you might recognise this one. There have been a few different cheerleaders in the collectible minifigures, and what I've done for this one, I've kept the habitat the same inside the school gym with the classic school gym equipment in the background, but I've changed the colour scheme to match our zombie cheerleader here and put a few spooky things around the edge of it. Okay, next up we have the Tiger Woman. Now the Tiger Woman's in the circus, and this is kind of roles reversed of a standard circus where the ringmaster will be controlling the tiger. This time she's well and truly in charge, and he looks pretty scared. Who knows what's going to happen if he drops one of his juggling hoops. Okay, next up we have the gargoyle. Now what I tried really hard on this one with is to come up with a new technique for the stained glass windows in the back of the church in the background, and how I've actually done it, if I just take this one off, is use one of these ornate railing pieces and lots of different coloured 1x1 plates, which creates the look of the stained glass as you're looking through the window, and you can see the black sections sort of represent the leaded bits of the stained glass. Looks even better if you've got a sort of a light shining behind it. Okay, next up we have the skeleton guy. Here's a classic trick or treat scene. A little kid dressed up as a skeleton. I quite like this cool little pumpkin pot that he's got, and the costume and his mask. So I kept it simple. Nice little trick-or-treat scene. What's he gonna get? Is he gonna have someone nice or somebody mean opening the door? Okay, next up we have the monster rocker. Now for this one, I decided to build a giant, great big amplifier behind him. You can just about see the speaker cones inside there. Reminds me a little bit of the Back to the Future scene where Marty McFly makes an enormous, great big amp and puts it all the way up to 11. Okay, next up we have the zombie businessman. This is quite apt for our current times. I'm finding myself doing a lot of Zoom meetings and things like that, even though sometimes I don't really feel like it. So this guy is definitely not feeling too good on a Monday morning, logging on to his work. I would advise him definitely to keep his video camera off for his next call. Okay, next up, a couple more to go. We have the square foot character. I tried to imagine where he might live, maybe in the Canadian Rockies or something like that. So he's got a nice mountain behind him and a forest. These sections literally just placed in to make the mountain tops, and they slide in to the side of the habitat. Some of my habitats, don't have to be completely held together as long as they're stationary for the picture. That's all I'm after. Different way of building sideways there for that particular habitat. And then last but not least, we have the spider lady. She is down in the sewers somewhere in a pretty dirty, spooky corner with as many different coloured spiders as I could find, and a really old sign here from a retro sort of classic Spider-Man set which I had stored away. So there we have it. There are my 15 minifigure habitats for the current series. If you enjoyed them, thank you very much for watching. Please have a look on my social media at The Brick Consultant on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. I post habitats almost every day, so if you give me a like, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much. See you later.